Alright, you're back with Al, and this is Chronicles of a Not Yet Champion Golfer. I'm going to integrate 2 of the practice sessions that I've done and put them onto the golf course basically. So the one where I was on the practice ground and I couldn't miss the target a certain side, and the other one about short siding yourself on the greens. I've got to nominate a side that I can't miss it off the tee. Smash it! Yes! I don't even know where it's gone. If I miss it that side, then it's -1 point. If I hit the fairway, it's 2 points, and if I miss the fairway on the other side, it's no points. And it's all about putting yourself in position to score, and if you're gonna miss, make sure the ball's moving the right way, that it's gonna actually miss on the right side. That's yes! Yeah, that's the game. I'm gonna do 5 holes, which I seem to always do 5 holes, basically just because of the time on the video. And I'm gonna go and start on the 14th at Bromberg, which is pretty much the hardest hole on the course. Told you it's a nice easy start. 450, dog leg right to left. There's a trap on the left which is about 230, and the copse of trees up the right are about 270. So for me, I'm going to hit 3-wood. Now that's because if I push it a little bit right, it's not reaching that copse of trees, it's not a problem. So it actually widens the fairway for me, and it's carrying that bunker. So 3-wood's the shot. I'm going to try and hit a little draw here. Reason I'm hitting a draw is because I think if I hit a fade, the hole goes right to left. Hit a fade, the ball's moving across the fairway. It makes it narrower. So any sort of, you've got to hit it a specific distance to hit the fairway then. If I get the ball moving the shape of the fairway, doesn't matter how much it runs, it's going to stay in the fairway. So I'm going to try and hit a little draw. Best way I find to do that, that'd be my normal grip. Slightly strengthen my left hand. It just feels like it's easier for me to release the club and get the ball moving right to left. No idea where that's gone. Felt like a good swing to start the day, but no idea where it's gone. There's the sun in it. Sun in my eyes. Don't know where it's gone. Still no sign of my golf ball yet. I can't actually see anything because of that. But there's no sign. Oh, there is. Found it. That's good, isn't it? You see where it's rolled? That's good, isn't it? It's a lucky start, that. So, that, no points. There would be 2 points. So with the approach shots as well, if you miss, so you're either going to pick one place you can't miss. It's either going to be short of the pin, long of the pin, left or right. Now this one, pin's tucked up front left. So I can't miss this left because that short sides myself. If I miss it right, I've got loads of room on the green to work with if I have to hit a chip. So pin's front left. I'm going to hit a little fade, aim it at the pin, little fade, move it back to the middle of the green. 186 yards. This time in the morning, I'm just going to hit a little 5-iron, little fadey job. Oh yeah, points here, by the way, points. So if I miss it left, it's -2. Miss it right to the green, I get -1. So you're still punished if you miss the green. Hit the green on the right side of the pin, depending on where you're trying to go. If you hit the green, 2 points, but you just can't miss. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm gonna hit a little fade, the opposite of what I did on the tee. I don't like to change my swing when I'm trying to hit a shape, so I'm trying to hit a fade. You grip something like that, I'll just slightly weaken the left hand, and it's hard to over-release it then. Again, taking that left side out of play. Literally no idea again. It felt okay. I'm pretty sure I've not missed it left. Didn't feel like a left shot, but I literally have no idea where it's gone. Only one way to find out. So this tests, you know, it gives you like I've said before, trying to treat each shot as like an individual challenge. And I think when you're playing tournaments and out there playing comps, whatever it might be, I think it's the best way to be, to stay in the present and treat each individual shot as an individual shot, not as an overall like score all round. So you're just challenging yourself all the time, and it keeps you playing for something rather than making an 8 on a hole and just going, oh well, I just want to go home now, which I've done that before. If you can just sort of stay in that moment and keep trying to better your score all the time, and you're also going to keep your overall score I'm going to do for these 5 holes, because that's the important one. And that shows you that actually, if you miss the right sides, even if you don't play great, you can still score well, and that'll give you confidence. I'm going to get more confidence with my balls on the green here now. Short right. Well, no, good. Pin high. There it is, just off the right. Good news, easy chip. Bad news, -1 point. So we've got 0 for the tee shot, -1 for the second. Well, that is disappointing, isn't it? On -1 through 1 hole. Right, now time to focus on the score. I've got to get this. Try and chip it in, or worse, get it up and down. Don't be disappointed. Project Positive Al is still on, so I'm positive. I've hit actually 2 half decent shots. Missed the green though. Missed the fairway as well. It's important with short game, any short game shot, to read the green like you would a putt, because you're trying to hole it. If you aim to hole it, all right, you're not going to hole it very often, but you're giving yourself better chance, and your target's smaller. And if you're aiming for the hole, even if it misses, you're likely to be closer to it. So read it like you would a putt, and play it like a putt. See it going in, picture it rolling where you want it to, and then you're literally trying to hole it. This shot, out a bit wet, rough, I've got 58. That's quite thick, that. You practice swings, try and feel what the ground is like, how the club reacts. Feel how much the grass slows the club down. Now you could use less, but I just prefer that. I prefer getting a little bit higher, landing a little bit softer and just running out. I like to add a little bit more speed if I can, hence more loft. Go, go. Didn't quite hit it. Bang on line, see I read it well. So if that was a putt, I'd be quite happy with it from that sort of distance. Read it very well, it's bang on line, just needed a bit more. Should be an easy 4 though. There you go. And that's a good example why the scoring part's important for confidence. I missed the fairway, I missed the green, and I made a pretty straightforward 4. On the hardest hole in the course, that as well. So -1 on points, unfortunately, be better about a score, and even par through 1. 15th. Right, we're going 2 iron. And 2 iron because it gets tighter the further down it gets, and those big poplar trees, they come into play hitting into the green. So my aim is at that little bush you can see. Can't miss this right because I get blocked out by those trees up the right, and I've got no shot into the green. 2 iron just opens the fairway up for me. I'll have longer shot in, but it's quite a wide green, so don't mind having a long shot in. But I just need to be hitting from the right place. Position is more important here than distance. Normally, if I was trying to take like right side out of play, I'd strengthen my left hand and feel like I'm going to move it right to left. But the hole suits a fade, so I'm going to actually start up the left, weaken my left hand a little bit and let it just slide back. You would think that is bringing the right side into play, but I'm very rarely going to overcut it that much because I'm starting it left. So for me, that actually takes that side out of play, and I can just see it a bit more. So there's no like rules. If you want to take it out, the right out of play, you've got to withdraw. It's just whatever suits the hole as well. Fade. Little fade then, come on. I think I'm fairway. I think I've actually hit it bad enough to be in the fairway. That was a rubbish strike, to be honest. That was out the toe, so I'm going to be a long way back, but I'm in the left side of the fairway, so we've got a shot into the green. Wasn't a very good strike. I'm going to have about 300 yards to a green. Yeah, the old toe banger fade is not going to give you maximum distance, is it? Which is the shot I've just hit, so yeah, not ideal strike for this hole. I know I've done quite a few of these challenges recently on the course, and I've started to do a lot more on the course practice just because it's more applicable to actual scoring. And I'm doing a lot of maintenance work on my swing, but not like loads of new technical stuff. So I like just applying it on the course. After like last week's with Paul, like really enjoyed that. It's a fun game to play out your comfort zone, and it's better when you don't lose. Like, so that was quite nice. And yeah, it just gives you a few more ideas for going out on the course and trying a few different things. Like a foot into the semi again. No points. 220 we've got in. Can't go long of this green because that just leaves straight downhill. So my -2 here is long of the green. Ideally, I'd like to be underneath the pin if I can, but from 220, I mean, I will take it being on the green. But again, I'm aiming specific targets. I'm going to try and hit this about 215, so 5 yards just short of the pin, leaves me an uphill putt. I've got 2 iron, but I'm going to try and hit a cut to take a bit off it, because I haven't got a 3 iron, and 4 iron's not reaching at this time of the morning when the ball's not flying. And it's definitely something to consider, by the way, what time you tee off. Afternoon, the ball will go, I reckon, 10% further than it does now. So yeah, I can't miss this long. That's my -2. Miss it anywhere else, it's -1. Hit the green, it's 2. That's come out low. Sit. That's come out like a bullet. Sit down. And I need to go a bit. That's yes! 2 points that, and it's chance for birdie. An unexpected chance for birdie with a 2 iron into a green. I think it's like pin high, just right. It come out like low and strong. That's like a bit of dampness, bit of moisture in the grass. Takes the spin off it, but yeah, I don't know if you could tell, I was really pleased with that actually. Because it couldn't afford another minus. I think I'm back in the positives. So, -1 the first hole, 2 points on this one, 1 point overall, chance to get to 1 under. Uphill putt, a little bit right to left. Positive Al's happy, isn't he? Positive Al with a smile on his face. Another thing, when it's damp, your greens are a bit slower, like loads of dew on the green here, it's not going to break as much when it's slower. So another thing to take into account, quite a big slope here, but it's really wet, so it's not going to move as much. Well, it shouldn't. Move. Oh no. You've just told yourself it's not going to move as much. It's not a bad putt, to be fair, is it? It's on the edge of the hole. Just talking to yourself, Al? Yeah, just having a conversation with myself, yeah. I've got 2 points for hitting the green, so I'm on 1 point. It's not a particularly high scoring game, this, is it? I'm 1 point and level par. Right, par 3. Red pin there. Cannot miss right. Massive slope off the right, and you're just absolutely screwed if you hit it there. So, -100 points if you miss it right. Obviously, just -2 if you miss it right. -1 if you miss it anywhere else. I'm going to try and hit this bang on its yardage. Pins at the front, there's quite a lot of room behind it. Bang on its yardage, just try and hold it. So I can't miss it right, but I don't feel like I need to hit a shape. I've only got 9 iron, I'm not going to be able to shape it anyway, any more than just a couple of yards. So if I feel like I just go straight at that pin, then I'm happy with that, I'm comfortable with that. Full 9 iron, straight at it. This should, yeah, could give a birdie chance this. Could also give a double bogey chance, that's the beauty of the hole. What I'm doing there, holding the club up like that, is I close one eye, shaft in line with a point about 10 yards in front of the ball where I want to aim. That's where I line the club up to, just make sure I'm all lined up. A little left, but it's pretty good, I think. Oh, spin. That's long. That leaves me a downhill putt. I didn't think I'd hit that long. 9-iron's normally a 150 club. That was 140 pin. But I thought, just with it being early, I'm completely like disproving points that I'm making. I said like being early and still being damp out takes like 10% off. I normally hit 9-iron 140. Well, I normally hit 9-iron 150. That pin's 140 and I've just hit it 150. So yeah, that's disappointing, isn't it? I'm on the green though, 2 points. We're on 3 points now. I reckon my ball pitches like 2 yards shorter. Pitches on the upslope and spins back. Landed about 2 yards too long and just stayed the other side of a little slope. So now I've got quite a quick putt downhill. And this green's been cut this morning, there's no dew on it. So take note, it's gonna be a little bit quicker this. Go on then. Oh, great line again. Even par through 3, that's a bit disappointing. It's a bit of a birdie chance, that hole. Actually, the putt was not far off going in, but I don't want to be more aggressive with it than that, so I'll take a 2-putt. Positive Al will take a 2-putt. Thank you. Let's move on. Par 5. Big old trees up the right there again. Can't block yourself out. Needless to say, can't miss it right. So I'm going to aim up the middle, strong left hand, so if it's turning anywhere, it's turning left. Take that right side out of play. I think we've hit that down the left side of the fairway, which is nice, opens up the green. I literally can't see anything with this sun. Stephen Siegel. Stephen, lad, what's happening? Go on. Go on, little run off, there you go. Stephen, off he goes. There she is. Left half of the fairway. Little downslope jobby, but that's alright. Greenkeeper in the bunker there. Hopefully he's not in play. Green up there. Remember, this is par 5, so I'm taking on the pin here because an eagle would be lovely. Pin's at the front, it's very accessible. I don't really want to go past the pin, so I'm going to play for the front edge of the green because it's a downhill putt. So I'm going to play the very front yardage, and that'll probably leave me like 10 foot if I get that right. 180 we've got. I've got 6 iron. I'm going to play just a little cut off the left edge. So I don't really want to be long and I don't want to miss it right, but I actually want to take a bit of yardage off, so I quite like a little cut off this lie. I find it easy to cut it off a downslope. Oh, it's a good line. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Right on line that. Quite excited, to be honest. Right on line. I'll be completely honest with you, I don't do this enough when I play like tournaments. I don't get into this mode enough what I'm doing here, and I really should. I should play the same way, focus on the shot and like talk myself through it like that, because very rarely do I think, right, what shape do I want to hit, what side of play do I want to take out, and challenge myself to hit the right shot. When I'm on camera, I definitely play better because I talk through it. Right, I'm not playing amazing today, but there's not much going wrong. Yeah, I really should play like that more often. It was on a very good line. It's just short, like just short. I'll be putting probably a 15-foot eagle putt. I just need a little hop on. It would have been good, that. Funny one, this putt. Obviously it's a putt for eagle, so I'm trying to hole it, but I don't want to go like, I don't want to go 2 foot past it. It'd be a horrible, like smelly little downhiller. So I'm trying to hole it, but I'm trying to hole it at dead weight. So if I do miss, I've got to tap in. So again, it's not negative thinking, it's just going through the process to make sure that if you're not making birdies, you're making pars at worst, which from here, I mean, I hopefully would make an eagle or a birdie, but I don't want to stress myself out with a 2-footer down the hill, to be honest. So dead weight, right in the middle of the hole. Although that looks like I'm trying to leave it short, that is pathetic. Well, it was pathetic, yeah, but what's happened to positive Al? Come on, lad, move on. Moisture on the green, just ignored that. Just ignored the moisture on the green. Oh, no, still moaning. Still talking about the moisture. Come on, carry on. On the fringe, ignored that bit as well and just hit it about half pace. Oh, just hold the putt, kid. Congratulations, Al, well done. Get in. Oh. Yeah, never missed Cam. Didn't let me down then. By the way, that would have been more entertaining had I missed that putt, because I would have been absolutely fuming there. After the 2 shots, the tee shot, the second shot. That first putt was pathetic. I probably spoke too much about not going past the hole, feared going past the hole, didn't take into account the fact that it was damp, wet, and yeah, I hit the worst putt that I could. But we come off with 2 points for the fairway, 2 points for the green, and a birdie, so we're 1 under. We got 4 points on that hole, 2 points on the hole previous, so 6 points. 2 points on the hole before, 8 points and -1 on the hole before, so we're on 7 points. So if we can get 10, that would be nice. That wasn't looking that way after the first hole. In my opinion, one of the best holes on the course, this at Bromberg. 415 yards. It's driver for me because the trees up the right and left, I carry it with driver, so hitting something less brings more trouble into play. So normally on here I just stand there and smash it as hard as I can. Now the side I'm going to try and take out of play here is right, because that makes it a worse angle into the pin. Looking at that pin, it's middle of the green. I just want to get as far up as I can up the left side, so the one I'm taking out of play, the -2, sorry, not -2, it's for missing the fairway. The -1 is missing it right here. So I'm just going to try and smash it as hard as I can up the left. Smash it! Yes! I don't even know where it's gone. Middle job. It's funny, it's one of them holes this where you try and you'll just take it being left rough. Like I will literally stand there, hit it as hard as I can up the left and take it if it's in the rough. And if it moves back into the fairway, then great stuff. You just don't want to miss it right. The rough's thick up the right side and it makes it so difficult controlling it into this green. The green sits across you. Distance control is so important, and that kind of goes out the window if you're coming out the thick rough. So yeah, I'm pleased to get 2 points and hitting the fairway there, aren't I? Oh, we're on 9 points now, aren't we? Got to hit the green to get 10. Well, I'll get 11 if I hit the green, but that'll put me on 11 points, which would be into double figures, which after the first hole I'd certainly take that. But remember, we're 1 under par as well, so we got that score going. Yeah, I'm really happy with that drive. Honestly, I missed this fairway more than I hit it, to be fair. But it's about 14 yards wide, so it's not surprising. I set up the left side, but we'll take middle job there. You see how narrow it is. There is literally no good miss. Right, I'm going to say I can't go long because short's better here, so yeah, I can't go long with the green. And taking the angle of the pin, distance control's got to be spot on. Like I said, it's going across the green, so I'm going to play, I know it sounds like very minor, but I'm going to play like 2 yards short of that pin. And I'm not saying I'm like that good that I can work to within 2 yards, but I'll just go a little bit shorter and try and play to that. And I might hit it 4 or 5 yards long, but then I'm still safe, if you know what I mean. 123 yards. There's no miss. You know what I mean? I've just got to hit a good shot. 123 yards. See, normally for me that would be just a little knockdown wedge, but knowing I can't go long, I'm hitting a 50. This normally goes 120 with a normal shot. I know I could just hit a normal shot, it's going to come up just a little short of that pin, which is what I want, and I can just commit to it. Whereas a knockdown wedge, I'm wary, like, if it's a bit too hard, it's long, I'm getting minus points. You know, this should come up just a little short of that pin. Line's good, needs to go a bit. Yeah, it's good. Probably a bit shorter than I wanted, but it's on the green. The upslope, I mean the ball popped up a little bit and didn't go as far. Hard to get as much compression on it properly with the right loft, but it's 2 points in it, so we've got it. We've done 11 points. And yeah, I would have liked to hit that closer. I've not hit it particularly close in these 5 holes. To be fair, I probably could have been more aggressive. That's what you learn with this game, is there's a time to be, 123 yards. Yeah, I should be trying to get it as close as I can, really. 123 yards, you've hit it about 116, 117. Chance of birdie to finish is an uphill putt, so look at the positives. Positive, project positive, Al. Yep. I don't know if you use the line on the ball. I use the line because it just helps me commit to the putt. I kind of get the line where I want to be. And I did some testing on the putting green. When I line up without the line, where I think my putter's actually aiming, it just isn't. So I don't have an ability to actually aim properly with a putter. So I use the line on the ball to help with that. And I just have to trust it. But that takes practice, because at first I'd stand over and it just wouldn't match up to what I was seeing. But I just had to think, you know what? Bugger it, doesn't matter. I've lined it up, just trust it and hit it. If it doesn't go in, doesn't go in. A lot of my golf's been like that, just trying to sort of let go. Not caring, but kind of playing like I was carefree. I need to be better at that as well, but I think I'm getting there a bit more. Lined up with the start line. Pin in jobby, just to mix it up. You've got to hit it because it's damp. How many times? How many times do you want to do that? Bang on line again. You've got to hit it. Got to hit it, Al. Hit it, just hit it. Just hit it. Anyway, well, that's somewhat of an anticlimax, wasn't it? I felt good on that putt. Had the line. Hit it harder when there's moisture on the green, you idiot. I spoke about it as well. I said it. And then about 3 times I've left it short because of the moisture on the green. It's not disappointing. I've got 11 points. And like I said before, the game is just about putting yourself under pressure on every shot. It kind of points out where you need to improve your thinking as well. As I do, there's a couple of times where I thought probably overly negative, not aggressive enough. Too much focus on not missing rather than hitting it into the right place. And the games are great for identifying them areas that you really need to get stronger at mentally. But it does make you treat every shot as an individual and not overly think about the score. Of course, you're trying to score as good as you can. I got 11 points then and was 1 under for the 5 holes, which is decent, you know. I don't feel like I've played particularly great, but I've not done anything massively wrong. Not hit it that offline, and you come off with actually a decent number. Give it a go. Let me know how you get on. Obviously, you can do it over 9 holes. You can do it just off the tee. You can do it just into the greens. Doesn't have to be the whole game, but that's a decent little game. And even if you don't score well in the points, you might score well on the actual score, which means, you know, you don't need to play perfect golf. That's what it's about. Finished. Done. Going home. See you next Tuesday.